Hi guys, it's me for the first of the next 3 weeks. As you have got 3 weeks worth of videos coming up for you. Yeah, here we go. We're starting off with Paraguay, which was kind of like going off where we left off before I went on holiday. So yeah, before the Spanish arrived in what is now Paraguay, it was inhabited by people called the Guarani, and who were farmers. And then the Spanish arrived in the 16th century, and then they founded this, what is now the capital of Paraguay, Asuncion. Spelled Asuncion in 1537, as they became independent in 1811, and Jose Gaspar Rodriguez Frances became dictator, as he was the first in a long line of as he ruled until he died in 1840, and then he was followed by his son Carlos Antonio Lopez, who ruled Paraguay for 22 years until 1862, and he was succeeded by his son Francisco Serrano Lopez in 1870, like barely even 8 years after Carlos Antonio Lopez started ruling. Like 8 years after he died, the War of the Triple Alliance began, and Paraguay fought against Argentina, Brazil, and Uruguay, as it lasted until 1870, and was an unmitigated disaster for Paraguay, as many of the civilians were killed, and Paraguay lost a lot of their territory. And in the early 20th century, Paraguay suffered from political instability, with frequent shifts in government, and in 1932 Paraguay and Bolivia went to war, as a Chaco War lasted until 1838, so it lasted 6 years. And then in 1954, a man named Alfredo Stroessner became a dictator within Paraguay, as he ruled until 1989. And since then it's pretty much become a democratic country, as the economy is still growing, but there's room for improvements and all, as the population stands around 6.9 million. And then there's Tejo jaguar, as it's said to be a large lizard with 7 heads of a dog, and he feeds on fruit and honey given to him by his brother Jesse Jarete, and is the protector of caves, as he is considered harmless, but many children fear him because of his monstrous appearance. Oh yeah, that is Paraguay for you. That is Paraguay for you. And yeah, I'll leave it there for now, and sorry it's a short one, but here we go, bye for now.